It's gonna be very active.
All right, y'all. We got we're going live. How you guys doing? Ryan Hodge, your host of Support Black Business TV, and today we're on episode 60, and we are with Shaunes Richardson. Shaunes. Hey, how you pronounce your name anyway? Hold on a second. You know what? That's the one thing I've been meaning to ask you for like years. Hold on a second. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pronounce your name.
Shaunes Richardson.
Okay, so I did it right. Shaunes. Okay, cool. And who is the CEO and founder of State of the Black Parent? And like we always like to do, just start off, if you're a black business owner, you're watching this, make sure you go to blackfolkhotspots.com, create a profile so that we can get you on next, so we can talk about your business, find out a little bit more about you, and let our guests know who you are to help you get more exposure for your business or events or what you got coming up. So, hey, Shaunes, tell us, break it down a little bit. Tell us exactly who you are and what exactly is the State of the Black Parent. What is that conference about?
Okay, it's a layman conference to definitely cross economic class. So it's for it's layman, so that those that are financially privileged, those that are middle class, those that are economically challenged can all come together for the solutions, work with each other on topics that affect us all, because no class or riches is promised for tomorrow or any generations. So it's about the education, economics, and enterprise of the Kiva line. So for this year's conference, the roundtable discussion will be a topic in education. How do we fund our children's education, which includes child care, after-school programs, and also discussing the controversial matter of homeschooling. We have an economics. How do each economic class help each other? Because I believe that's from the root of where we have to start before we go forward with anything. Because it'll be great to have a neighborhood where you can't tell what economic class a person is in our neighborhood, but it's all our people. So we can't tell who make $1 a year, $1 a day, $1 a week, or $1 an hour, but we all stay in the same area. The next topic is enterprise. Does small business eliminate or reduce unemployment? And that's a lot of times, a lot of people wait till their children get 16 years old and trying to hurry up and trying to get them prepared for the job world. And then from the job world, in order to think you're having a dependable job, they want to work for the name brand companies. Mm-hmm.
So when we're thinking about that, what put that in your head to start that? What made you start it? Was it something that just was like, hey, what made you start it?
It was a series of events in my life, because this year is composed of also we're going to be in attendance of a parade for that Sunday, for the children's parade, a young developer show, and also the workshop with Professor Carlton Jones. It was just the way I grew up. I always felt that I had a different interpretation and culture from where I grew up in the South. I felt it was outcast. I felt it was unmet. So I felt that barrier. And so being here on the East Coast, I definitely want to remember the child that was me back then, because I'm sure it did not end just with me. It just may not be known right now or at a mention. That, and also I had a dream about children that were dressed in careers, and so I looked it up on the internet to see if anyone else had that idea, and I saw nowhere, barely, where children was dressed up in careers. On the internet, it was very few images, but it wasn't as a theme or a parade or a conference. So I said, okay, well, I definitely would like to have that as into a conference theme as I go forward. So definitely, it started from, the various series of events, and then I felt a lot of conferences and events I went to, like they would give information that was for people that can manage according if they made $30,000 to $50,000. Then they would be functional to work in the network, but it never did include the person that made $5,000 or $10,000 to be effective in having a business, or even knowing in a layman terms what it meant to have a business.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's pretty interesting, because I always like to find out, you know, how someone came up with something, because it's really interesting. Now, how many? This is the second year or the third year that you've been doing it?
This is second year. We always plan a year in advance. Last year we were at the Harlem lot, so we had it was more of a kickoff for last year. Due to the various of what you know, you're doing an independent grassroots business that's not corporate sponsors. We did have a sponsor of a snack item that was a major company. I'm not sure if they're exactly corporate, but they just can't. They're real popular within the last few years. So they sponsor a snack item. He's very active.
It's all good. It's candid. We business owners, so hey, things happen. This is live and in person. That's why people know it's live. Unscripted.
Yes. So yeah, this is the second year, so we're going to be at the Kennedy Center for this year, and we're looking forward to definitely expanding our network with child care providers. We had someone that was planning a school and still is in the plans of it, but we understand the barriers, the process, and everything that we have to go through. And so it's definitely, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're rich, you're poor, you're middle class. Nothing's guaranteed. You still have to go through the process of having your proceeding in life. And you know, we understand it. So definitely for the person that feel, okay, well, I only make $5,000 a year, or I'm homeless, but I really want to be active, but these services that are available for me, they want to dictate me to where I'm stuck up in this system. I'm not moving forward. So I definitely want to have that available. That's like our resource hub. So we're more of a resource hub to be available for our people, and then a lot of people get taken advantage of. So it's a long series of events, along with the Trayvon Martin incident. I was like, well, we need more events to go forward, and so this is very non-competitive, and definitely like to network with countless of our people across the nation and the world.
Now, with the event, are you doing a solo, or have you connected with other, you know, businesses in the area, or in New York, or organizations, or?
Yes, we have the entrepreneurs, the Central Economic Development in New York, which LaShawn Muhammad is a CEO of. We also have Ron Bethea. He has two organizations that mentor the Black youth, Black male youth. And then we have Maurice, he's in DC. And then we have Professor called Tom Jones, he's in Philly. So we have people from definitely all over the East Coast that we've networked with. Professor called Tom Jones, that video is on YouTube. And you will be able to see that video on Carl Tone Jones, and it's a clip of last year's event. Professor Carl Tone Jones speaking there, so he'll have a workshop, and definitely look forward to everyone being there.
Now, you're pretty new to. You're pretty new to New York. Did you? I mean, how long you been in New York? How long have you been in New York? Because you said wasn't you just in the South somewhere not too long ago?
I've been here on the East Coast for 5 years.
Okay.
So I came here with a newborn.
Okay, so he's 5. I was gonna ask that. I was like, how old is he? Okay, so he's 5. That's cool. So now you also do a radio. Now, before we go there, as far as the conference, is it a one-day conference or a multi-day conference, or?
It's a one-day conference, in particular for State of the Black Parent. The next day will be a meetup where we will be in a children's, in the parade, the African American Day parade, which is the next day. So we'll be there in the parade where the children will be dressed in their careers, and we'll be the supportive parents. Some parents may have on their cheer, their cheer outfit, their salute outfit, so they also may be dressed in career attire also.
Okay, and then so now you also have a radio show. Tell us a little bit more about that, about the show. Is it all lead? Just basically, are you bringing people in? Well, what's the premise of the radio show?
The radio show is primarily for our community, layman and informative, that covers headline topics and current events that affect our education, economics, and enterprise. So it's basically cross-referencing. Even though something, it all cross-reference with each other. So every headline topic is going to affect us education. It's going to affect us economic. It's going to affect the Black business some way, shape, form down the line. It may not be urgently, but it'll be eventually down the line. So that's definitely the purpose of the show, to definitely reach out to have the family come together and listen to it, and then be able to apply it within the household and the neighborhood. We know that we can't perfectly, we're not going to get it done overnight, but it takes a lot of tasks and commitment to it.
Okay, so now, what days does the show come on? Is it every day or?
No, it's not every day. It's Mondays at 7 p.m. East Coast time, and the call-in number is 914-803-4571.
Okay. Now, so yesterday, that means yesterday you had a show then, right?
Yes, I did.
So what was the topics yesterday? What was some of the things you guys talked about yesterday?
I was speaking about the headline news of the scratchy wipes and baby defective products, a free financial class that they have in the New York City area, which is in the, I often read articles from their media, BK Reader, and also about play groups, because I feel for our community, unless it's a birthday party or meeting up at the park, that's about the only time that they have play groups for our areas most of the time. And he's very active. And so definitely we crossed those topics. So as I was speaking about defective baby products, I spoke of my experience with the which ones I liked and which ones, were challenging, or which ones were just totally dissatisfying. And so I spoke about how the headline topic wipes, how I been saw that issue 15 years ago with the wipes, but nobody else was seeing it, and it could come down to, the price, the price can really affect it, because it could be $1 or so difference. It's no big deal if you got to spare money, but when you go get something that, I guess by brand, but you have to pay more attention to the quality. But I had been noticed that over 15 years ago, and been telling people like, okay, do you see how hard this is? It scratches me. And even though it scratches me, so imagine what it does to a baby. So what is in it? It could be some GMO plastic, hard plastic. I'm gonna say hard plastic. It ain't regular plastic. It's hard plastic, because you can feel the scratches. So that's what I discussed on yesterday.
Okay, all right. I'm just trying to give some of the people what's to be expected. You guys didn't talk about Kanye running for president in 2016 and 2020.
I usually don't cover topics urgently when they happen. It would have to be a real extreme event, but I try to cover something that people may have forgotten, or something that is not popular. So that's the tool what I try to cover, because if we cover the headline topics, like people go around in circles and you don't never move on to the solution. And we also talk about on yesterday's show, we also talk about toys that have lead in them.
You know what? I like that. I mean, that's actually pretty smart. I try to stay. Even though most people, as far as the internet, I think that you'll probably get even more exposure if you did cover a couple main topics. But at the same time, I like to bring those things too, because the news media cycle lasts about 24 hours typically for most things. So CNN could be talking about something right now, but next 2 days from now, it's something totally different. It's like it never happened. Like you don't hear them talking about Sandra Bland anymore. You don't hear them talking, too much about Eric Garner anymore. You don't hear them talking, and so a lot of these different things. Or Freddie Gray. I haven't heard Freddie Gray's name. I haven't seen it mentioned on the internet, in about a month. So that's pretty okay. That's a good way to be, because we do need to rehash things. So so now the State of Black Parent Conference is in New York City.
Yeah.
Okay. So how can people attend? How can they get tickets? Or is it a ticketed event, or do they just show up?
It is an event, because we definitely want to have it as grassroots and independent as possible. And definitely, have it as, the time of research. Research takes a lot, because you have to do a lot of organizing. You have to do. I'll tell you, it can get to be like a lawyer's room, making sure that you have the most effective, and making sure that you not sending people to the same people that you could call the 401 for and get that same information, but they really don't be the information available for our community. Per se, they're gonna give you something that they give it to 100,000 to serve 10,000 of them through the region. Then everyone is, they have other laws that affect the services that people get. But the way they can definitely is $10 for the tickets. Children are included free, so we definitely need, due to fire code, fire codes. Know the people, how many children they have. $10 for the adults, and they can go to www.blackparentsnow.org. See, they're very active children. For vendors, it's $50. So we have right now we have 3 tables left, and so it's $50 for them, and they can go to the same website. $50 to be a vendor. So I'm definitely in particular looking for child care providers, doctors, lawyers. Those that definitely have a social campaign against vaccine, against vaccines, for vaccine choice, for vaccine exempt. So that's what primarily the vending tables I'm looking for, but definitely still open to those that have handbags, those that have houseware. People, I know I need a set of pies now, but the first thing that come to mind when you say, let's go get a set of pies, so right, definitely this is an opportunity to have yourself known of stuff that we usually may not you have to continuously make it known to people. You can't expect people to say, oh, I got the business, tell them one time, and then expect that it's gonna always be stuck in their mind. You have to keep on making it like a household name to the mind.
Right. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'm gonna put you on the spot. Why isn't this event on Black Folk Hotspot so we can have it in our rotation?
I haven't. I'll tell you, we were on that last year, and we're definitely getting to it. It's the point of the social media management that I'm majority doing, and everyone else free scheduling. So. But didn't forget that we still include you on the tags on Twitter.
But it's not, if it's not in our rotation, our visitors don't see it. It's no way even possible for them to see it, because it's not there. I mean, we don't do a lot of everything comes out of Black Folk Hotspots. We don't do a lot of retweeting. I mean, we don't do a lot of, outside of the network, because that's the gist of it. We get a lot of traffic and a lot of cross traffic. For instance, the average person to our site, they look at 50 different pages before they leave. On average, they spend 50 minutes on the page. So, somebody might come in off of something else and see this and be like, wait a minute, that sounds interesting. Let me go check that out. I'm in New York. I'm in, in Jersey. I'm in that area. And so, and then as we keep putting it, the more that we have it, the more rotations that we put it out there. Now, like we say all the time, we can't guarantee anybody's going to show up. Anybody's going to buy a ticket. I'm going to tell the truth. As a CEO of the company, I'm going to always tell the truth. You know, versus, you know, we can tell you that people are going to see it. That's all we can tell you. You know, so it should be there, because the more times that we can send it out, the more it's going to do. And that's why, you know, certain events that's annual, like the Black ski trips, they always post it. The Essence Fest, they always post it, because they know that they're selling tickets. Even if they're selling one or two for what it costs, you can't beat it. If, you know, at this point, well, today is a special for and I'm gonna use what is today's special? I gotta use a different code word, but anybody, you know, today's special for you is we gotta double up things. So what happens is, whatever you choose, you know, ours is set up in time frame. So it's set up in 33 months, 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, and lifetime. And lifetime is sort of like a person who just wants to, you know, donate and because they like what we're doing, but they also get all the benefits of the network. There's 2,100 business owners. I mean, if I had to look and see, let me just see real quick. If I had to look and see just in our network alone, just in our network alone, trying to see who's in New York. New York.
I have gone through there. I thought you had Latavia on there.
You said what now?
I know I saw that you had Latavia, so I see mainly that you have like a southern and you know, growing in the Indiana market and Iowa. So I saw that was mostly your market, because I do, you know, I do go through your site often.
Say that one more time.
I do see that you have mostly a southern Indiana and Iowa network, because I saw Latavia.
Let me tell you something. There's 131 business owners just in New York. You know, even if you know, if you didn't sell tickets to the event, and two of these people just wanted to set up a vendor table, you win it. Last week we had a 1.2 million mention reach, which means, so, you know, our tweets reached 1.2 million people just in the retweets. That's just Twitter. We're so you can't focus on it. We got over 300,000 people following us on social media, and they're everywhere. What other states is that? Let's see, New York, 130. You said Maine, Boston, Massachusetts. Let me see. I know I don't have many in Maine. That's I can tell you for sure. Hell, we got people from China, Black business owners. Yeah, this is you. It's an opportunity that's being missed here, because we may be able to sell some tickets, but more importantly, it's the exposure, it's the branding. It's the same reason why you see McDonald's on TV. That's the same reason why you see them everywhere you go, Walmart. But we all know who they are, but they still putting it in front of you, and that's what we do. We keep it into a rotation. We keep it moving. We keep things, and as your event gets closer and closer and closer, we share it more and more and more, because we know that's when you're going to sell the most amount of tickets anyway. You know, that's just how we do as Black people. We wait till the last minute for everything. Yeah. I know. I mean, I've been Black all my life, all 42.8 years of that. And it's just, I know that a lot of people, is either one or two things. They look at Facebook, they look at Twitter, they look at LinkedIn, Instagram, they look at all these free sources, but those sources are not sharing your content unless you're paying them. And that's the thing. So we know, and I get it. You know, when we talk about it all the time, I see things, I'm like, yeah, I wish business owners well, and I just know that we've sold so many tickets for other people. It's just, you know, for different events. Some events nothing, some events a lot. It just, you never know. You know, it's like I could share the same post 5 times, and the first 3 times it don't even get a like or a retweet. The 5th time or the 4th time it gets 150 likes and 50 shares. It's just all about timing and when people see it, you know. And with Black Folk Hotspots, people know that that's what they're coming for. That's what they're finding. They find us through search engines. I mean, I don't make up numbers. You know, when you see that people are spending 50 minutes on our page, that should say, you know, a ton to you, because most people are not spending that much time on a website. Hell, people only average 18 minutes on Facebook. 18 to 20 minutes. They only average, like, you know, 15, 16 minutes on Google. And you know, and all those other searches like Twitter, I mean, social networks like Twitter, Yahoo, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, probably 30 minutes total with all of them. So yeah, it needs to be there. And so basically what I'm going to tell you today, if you get it up, we'll double it up. So whatever you choose, if you choose 1 month, we'll double that up. So you'll get 2 months. If you choose 3, we're going to double it up to 6, 12, 24, and 24, 48. So you can literally bring your costs all the way down to about $2 a month. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, and that's for you. That's our gift to you for coming on and sharing your event with our audience. And just like this video, we're going to be sharing it around. You know, we've already done it. It's already in the system, and we're going to keep sharing it. That's what we do. So, I know I gotta wrap this up because I got another episode coming up in about 25-30 minutes. But is there anything you want to end with? Is anything that you want to talk about real quick? Hold on, let me ask you this. Any questions that you have for me about Black Folk Hotspots?
Yeah, I do read. You know, we've been, you know, definitely 3 years. We follow each other on all the social media sites. And so then you have your own social media. So definitely, I'll be in contact. Right now, I would like to let them know that September 19th is the event. So it's in 3 weeks. And we have definitely the vendors. It's a day, you know, save your paycheck for this Friday, next Friday, after you done bought your ticket, to also get your, get the items. We have soap, we have cell phone service, and so forth from our vendors. So definitely the question I would have for you is definitely what other plans that you have for Black Folks Hotspots upcoming that I may not be aware of. You know how we just browse stuff but don't see every detail. Is it something I may have missed, or you may suspect we didn't miss?
Well, no, it's this is what we do. I mean, our whole goal is to help Black business owners and people who host events and things like that get more exposure. So everything that we do is around that. So we're building, you know, everything's growing. We haven't had a losing month since we opened up for business in November 2008. So we've grown. We're over 300,000 people, 300,000 followers across social media, and they come from all walks. We got people everywhere. And you know, and one of the other things is, one of our main, just so you understand, our top 10, our top cities: Chicago, Indianapolis, Seattle, Atlanta, Kansas City, Dallas, New York City, Waterloo, Minneapolis, DC, Los Angeles, San Diego, and Houston. Those are our top cities where we have the highest, I think that's like 12 or 13 of the highest concentration of cities in the United States. You know, and that's our followers. That's our whole entire network. That's just the way it shakes. So we have your market, or at least we have eyeballs from your market. But we're not the thing is not to focus on one location. You know, so when people are looking at Black Folk Hospice, oh, I saw you posted somebody from Iowa. Yeah, somebody from Iowa just joined, right? You know, I saw you post something from China. Yeah, a business owner Black business owner from China just joined the site. You know, that's what we're doing in Michigan. So what you see a lot of is when you see stuff, you know, when you see posts with cities of people, those are people who are you know, who have posted something or who have joined the network. But as far as our followers, our audience, that's all over, and that's where you get those cities from. And our major demographic is women, 65% women, from the ages of 35 to 55. That's the major. That's the majority. You know, so I take it back. 58%.
Okay.
So we have the network that you're looking for. It's just that you have to plug into the system. And by plugging into the system is to post the events, to do some of the things, the same things you're doing on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or where all the different locations that you're at. You know, when you post those things, you know, to Black Folk Hotspots, we share them and we put them into rotation. So not only are we getting people who are following us on social media, but we're also picking up people who are Googling certain things. And they're going to find us. As Google right now brings us about 12.5% of our traffic. So, and when we look at things, you know, just to keep numbers simple, our website is ranked in the top 490,000 websites in the entire world. And there's not very many websites that you know of that's focused around Black business and do what we do that even have that rank, that are even that high. And that's what people are doing. They know they're coming because this is what we do. This is what we do day in, day out, 24/7. But so did I answer your question? You got any more?
I'll forward it to you. I'm sure we'll talk.
Don't forward it to me, because you forward it to me, that's gonna come back with an invoice.
Oh no!
Hey, this is our business, just like your business is State of Black Union.
I understand, but I definitely
Speak frankly. Talk. What was the issues? We know what we do, and we're good at what we do. So, you know, to forward it does us no good, because that means now we got to put our team to work. That's, you know, when we used to be that way and we did everything by email and we were charging $150 a month. And we had enough business. It was so much business, so much that's why I started the BFHS network, to allow you guys to be able to post your own events and then let us take over and do what we do. And that's when we drop the cost down, because we're like, hey, if you're posting some of the stuff, then I don't have to do that. It's going to free up time from us, or, you know, from our people. So we're going to pass on those savings to you as the business owner, to say, hey, okay, so now it's $99 for an entire year. If you use it, it's going to work. The problem is we talk about Black business, but then we focus on Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook, and they're not. And if you want them to share it with their network, they're going to charge you. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I understand.
And they're going to charge you more than Black Folk Hotspots, because if you spent $5 to promote a post on Facebook right now, and I just want you to go to your page on Facebook and just see how much it is. To reach about 500 or 600 people it's going to cost you $5. So if you said $20, what our base price is, our highest cost point is $20 for 30 days. For 30 days. And we're talking about $5 for one post. And we're going out, that's being put in front of 300,000 plus people. And who knows who's sharing and this and that. Like I just said, our Twitter research, our Twitter retweet mention 1.2 million. That means people are sharing posts, which is what you want. You want people to share. I can't go. I'm not in New York City, but I got a brother who might be like, oh, that might be cool. He need to check that out. Or I got a cousin. Oh, it might be cool. Or you know what? This is Black Folk Hotspots, and this is a good thing. So let me just share this. And that's how it works. That's how it's been working for 7 years. That's how we've grown. That's how you came about. That's how you get on the site. So what I've been trying to understand is, if that's the way you found it, that's the way other people are finding us. That's the only thing we do. So I know how every business owner found us. There's only one or two people who, only a few people who I've talked to personally. Everything else has been through the internet.
Just one moment. Okay, just a moment. So,
but it's all good. I just want to let you know that, you know, whatever you decide, this is no pressure on you. It's just that that's the question that you asked. So I felt like, you know, to answer that question, just like with anybody else, because a lot of times I was talking to a lady yesterday who said, hey, you know, I upgraded, but I'm not even using it. And I'm like, well, why not? I just went to your post. You posted on Instagram. She was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, you posting on Facebook? She was like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, I was like, just those same things, just posting the Black Folk Hotspots. And while you're doing all the other stuff, we're also putting your stuff in movement too. That's what we do.
Okay, so I can reduce my time from being on the mainstream media sites to definitely, you know,
to post an event, it take you 3 to 5 minutes to post an event.
Ooh, it take me long because, you know, I got a more detailed one. So mine would literally take 10 minutes.
I mean, okay, so here's what you got. You got some content that you're going to copy and paste from something like Eventbrite. You got a flyer who you just going to upload from your computer. You got a title that you already have because everything is all set. So all you got to do is copy paste. I mean, I know. I mean, I'm just saying. I know you already got the event out there, so it's probably on Eventbrite or Facebook or somewhere. So all you gotta do is copy and paste it and upload your flyer, and then let us go to work.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. I'm not asking you to come back in. Now, if you like to go and reach out to other members on our site that live in New York that might want to be vendors. If you like to put together something and say, hey, I'm also looking for vendors for this event and it's only $50, that's another 1 or 2 minutes. I mean, because all you got to do is, I'm sure you already got a vendor flyer.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Post it. Let us go to work. Now, you can do what some people do, and they'll like, Ryan, give me a list of all the business owners in Black Folk Hotspots that are in New York. Or they're in, you know, in Atlanta. And so I'll be like, okay, cool. Matter of fact, let me show you something.
Oh, yeah, I do want you to do that.
Let me show you something. So, got many things open. Let me show you something. Tell me when you can see my screen.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, cool. So here's the deal. All right. So can you see me scrolling now? Is it scrolling?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure it's working. Okay, so here's what you do. You log in, you know, you go up there, log in, whatever. You go to members. This is no lie. 2161. All right. So you want to find out who's in New York? Go to advanced search. Put in New York. You can scroll all the way down. If you want any of the other variables, you want to find out all the females or all the males is in New York, you can do that, right? Now, reason why I just use New York, I don't know all the cities that are around. You know, with little different zip codes, it might put you here. This, so I just use the broader base of New York. It's not like it's, you know, a million people to sort through. There's 131 people. Newburgh, Jamaica, Brooklyn, Bronx, Elmont, Brooklyn, Brooklyn, Bronx, Bronx, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. That's just page 1. Brooklyn, Yonkers, Brooklyn, Hollis, Brooklyn, 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 Jamaica, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. All these people are business owners. They sell products. Shirley, Brooklyn, 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 Bronx, Brooklyn, Elmont, Brooklyn.
Yeah, we've been in contact with the Blacklist. I see on your.
I mean, you know, half the people you communicate with on a daily basis on Black Folk Hotspots. I mean, I'm not just saying that to say that. I just know, I see. But you know, I'm not in a business of chasing people. I'm in the business of helping people. I shouldn't have to chase somebody down to help them. You know what I mean? Like, if you were trying to help me do something, you shouldn't have to chase me to say, hey, do you want my help? These are all vendors. And I'm gonna tell you, I know a lot of these people, they got products, they got services, they got different things. They got these people got dolls, they got books for kids, they got, you know, natural hair products, they got all types of stuff. A lot of these people I've literally talked to. So I know what a lot of these people do. And then on top of that, it's not just what they do, it's who they know. Because that's how Black Folk Hotspots, it started with me in the very first person, the second person that ever created a profile. All they did was share. You know this guy, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these people. There's you. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm already on there.
Say what?
I'm already on there.
Yeah, but yeah, how do you think you got in this interview? We don't interview people that don't have profiles on Black Folk Hotspots. This is about letting people know this is another something that ordinary people could not get. Why would I talk to a person that don't have a profile on Black Folk Hotspots when I have a network with over 2,100 members? And that's what we do. So you come here, you go to events. Here's a video. If you don't know how to post it, you go how to post event. You post your event. It's real simple. It's real simple. Title, image. Put some text here. Pop a flyer in. Pull it right off your computer. Date it. Address, and you hit add, and then from that point we take over, and then it goes into our event section. And then it goes as it gets closer and closer and closer. Like, when is this event again?
Saturday, September 19th.
Yeah, that gives us a good 2 weeks, and then it comes here as it gets closer. Like right now, September 5th. Now it's on the main page, right? We got so many. These are reoccurring events. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 or 8 events that's gonna leave. So it's gonna pull up 7 or 8 events when we get that done. But these are people. You can post. You looking for vendors. You say, okay, you got videos, you post a video. If you got a little trailer for your event, come check out this. Or you got stuff from last year, you post your video. You go to add video. Real simple.
Yeah, I attempted to do that on last year, but it wouldn't come up.
That's because you got to go to, well, here's the thing. We make it real simple. What does this say? How to post videos. Just for the people who don't get it. And you can watch this YouTube video, and it's a whole tutorial of me literally going through this.
Well, I'm gonna get to working on it.
Hold on. So watch this.
How do I add a video from YouTube to my Blackbiz profile? Right? And today I'm going to support Black Business TV, YouTube, video in several other ones that are some embed skills, right? Or once you need to drop down, you can go straight there.
Or better yet, you just go there, but you got to go and you got to grab a YouTube video, just like what I'm about to do, and I'll show you real quick. It's real simple. This don't even take hardly no time. This is the easiest thing ever. And then you know what? Some people choose to network on Black Folk Hotspots and meet other business owners. Some people choose just to post their stuff and then go meet. But I'm gonna tell you that it's a lot of you're missing out on just certain things. I mean, it's we talk about supporting each other, but we don't do it.
I do it. Of course.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is something simple like this. Your event should be on Black Folk Hotspots. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it? Because all we're gonna do is take that event and help you get it into a larger market, a network. Maybe it comes from our Google traffic. Maybe, hey, but it's your choice. I mean, I'm not gonna put any pressure on you. I just wanted to show you how simple it is. And I know it is, but because it doesn't make it really I don't understand it. So what I always say is it because we charge?
I mean, no, it's not because of that. I'm gonna get around to it. It's more planning. I have to.
No, you don't. Where your event at? Where your event at?
Definitely.
What's the don't here? What's the
We do have a profile on that, so do make that clear. We had a profile for last year's event on there. You're pulling it up now.
But last year's event is no good for this year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, and it is on the plan.
We're not sharing last year's event. That doesn't make any sense.
I know you're not sharing last year's event, but it's definitely in the plan. It's in the plan for this week, and know that we do have it's majority local New York that we're primarily working with. That did not exclude you. That did not exclude you. So it's 3 weeks away. And so it did not exclude updating with you. So let's use that term. Not that I have a profile. I have invested with you. But of course, being that the event is in New York City, my primary have been, of course, with the New York area, but that did not exclude having you on the list of, investing with you last year. Because the event still was in New York City for last year still.
Yeah, I know.
So it just means that, locally it's a very busy schedule, because you know how it is with New York. Everything goes continuously fast, but I didn't forget about you.
No.
I'm going to get to it.
Let me ask you a question. You ready for it?
What?
How long you had the event on Eventbrite?
It's been on Eventbrite for, about this year.
But how long? How many weeks? How many months?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I know it was this year. That's all I know.
If you had to guess, would you say 3 months?
Oh no, it's been longer than that.
Okay, longer than that. The minute you went to Eventbrite, all you had to do was do this. That's all you had to do. That's it. Then you put in the city, state, this, that, and the other, and the date. You know, and then maybe you got this you know, if you got a so you got a flyer, you can pop that in there. If not, you don't have to do it. And you put your little logo thing right here. You put that. You pull it off your computer wherever you have it, and you put it in there. And you know what? We could have been putting that through rotation, because I guarantee you, Eventbrite, they ain't charging you up front, but they charge you per ticket. And they ain't shared your event one time. You're doing all the work. The only way people find your event is they stumble across it on Eventbrite. Say somebody come here, they start browsing, which some people do, right? Or they Google something about black parents or something, this, that, in the air. Oh, this is going to be here. Or you're out on social media saying, hey, we got State of Black Parent Conference. Go buy tickets. Go to our website. That's it. And all we're going to do is, once this is done, is take it. Once we get it approved, once it gets approved, because it goes on our approval queue, and then we're going to share it over and over and over again. Over and over and over again until the event hits. That's just what we're going to do. That's what we've been doing for 7 years. And that's why people come back. Now, people say, oh, you're not in New York. Your artist is not in New York. New York is one of my top 10 cities. So let's just say, out of the 300,000 people, let's just break that down evenly between 10. That's 30,000 people that we have in New York City. So we have just as many people as many people that live in New York City. I guarantee you, I've sold tickets to places that I've never been, and I didn't even know we had them, because people find us. You see all the stuff that we're sharing. You see the tweets. You see the Google Plus stuff. You see the Facebook and the Instagram stuff. You see that stuff. The only difference is it's not yours. It doesn't have your name, your event attached to it. That's it. That's the only difference. It's somebody else's. And that's because you don't have it there. Just saying. That's what we're trying to get through, because I know that you're not the only person that have thought that or think that. And I'm just trying to help. Because I want you to put more butts in seats. I want your conference to be more successful. I want you to sell another 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 seats at $10 a pop. That's another $500, $600, $700. That's a lot of more money. I want you to have that. That's our goal. And we charge, if a 30-day pack, $20 to post unlimited amount of events. So you got radio shows. You can post your next 4 radio shows. Hell, you can post your radio shows for the next year, like this guy. You know, like this guy. This Monday night thing in Houston. This jazz set. This is running from. It's running. Oh, this guy. This guy's an author. His book is running from now to 2/16. I mean to February of 16. Hey.
So how much you say it is for 1 month?
$20. And I'm making a deal with you right now that is, I'll give you 2 months for that price. That's a you only deal, and that's a today deal. I'm just telling you, you know, and then when you look at that, that's 2 tickets. So if you sell 2 tickets, you break even. Well, actually, you sell 1 person, you pretty much broke even, because most people don't come by themselves. That's just the way it is. You know, if it's women ain't traveling by themselves. They ain't coming. Very few of them going, I'm going to go this by myself. They're going to say, girlfriend, hey, you want to come to this? You know, or they're going to grab their guy or one of their friends or their sisters, and they're going to be like, hey, let's go to this thing, this conference, and let's go check it out. That's just how it is. And most times it's 3 or 4 of them. That's how you work. That's how it rocks. Because that's what we do. But I got a roll, and that special is for you. That's $20. That's rock and roll. It's buy one get one free. That's for 30 days. But if you choose 3 months, it's buy one get one free. So if you go 3, you'll get 6. If you go 12, you'll get 24. If you go 24, you'll get 48. I mean, 24, you get 48. And that's just how it is. Anyway, gotta wrap it up. We were on with Shaunes Richardson of the State of the Black Parent. She got a conference coming up soon in New York City. Make sure you guys go check it out, whether or not the event's on Black Folk Hotspots or not. Please go to her page. Her link is in the description for her profile, so you can connect to her website from Black Folk Hotspots, and then you can follow. You also have some Twitter links and other places that she's on social media as well. So you can go check her out, connect with her, and let her know Black Folk Hotspot sent you. Even if you go follow her on Twitter, tell her, hey, he beat you down. But no, that's what we do. So we just try to help people. We know a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand exactly how it is because Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, you know, and a lot of these other sites have made things a little bit not complicated, but they've given people an illusion that, you know, big things are happening, and big things do happen, right? You get followers, you get this, you get that. But we all know that in business and marketing side of things, it's all about the constant exposure. It's about rotations. The same reason why you hear radio commercials. When you listen to a radio, you hear the commercial over and over and over again. Same reason why certain songs you hear on radio that the first time you ever heard it, you didn't like it. But after you've seen it heard it 10 times, you're like, oh, man, that song is all right. Same thing why you see commercials on TV constantly. You know, it's a branding thing. It's eventually because we know that people are not going to buy the first time they see something. It takes more times and more irons in the fire. The same reason why you'll see a Walmart doing print ads, radio ads, offline billboards, TV. They'll do it all because it's all about where you're at, and they want to put themselves in front of you wherever you may be. And that's what we're doing. But we're doing this for Black business, and we're just trying to help Black business grow and get more exposure for business owners and events. Anyway, talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Episode 60 is in the books. Stay tuned for episode 61. That'll be later on in the day, so make sure you check on with youtube.com BFHS Network. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We're out.